Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Good day and welcome to the Bellingham Blazer radio show, recorded at the downtown studios of KMRE Bellingham. We have a great show for you today, featuring a weekend wrap-up from the Blazers' action in Eugene, Oregon, news from around the league, and a player interview from your captain, Kyler Moore. That's coming your way on the Blazer radio show.
I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. Enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Raise my flag, down my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right in.
Live from the KMRE studios in downtown Bellingham in the Museum of Electricity, it's the Bellingham Blazer Radio Hockey Show on 102.3 FM KMRE Radio. This past weekend, your Bellingham Blazers made the trek down to Eugene, Oregon to take on the Generals at Lane EC Rink. The Generals entered this game with an 0-1 record after a 6-5 loss to the Vancouver Vipers. Friday's game started out with the Generals' goal scored by Zach Johnson with 7:08. The period ended with two more scores by Hunter Hartman, one at 8:53 and the other at 16:50 to put the Generals on top 3-0 at the end of the first. The second period started off with a quick goal scored by Steven Soloway occurring at 1 minute 12, but Bellingham answered the scoreless first period by goal scored by Wallace Shang at 7:18. Then at 13:12, Bellingham's Adam Pompanato scored a power play goal. Period 2 ended with a 4-2 Generals lead. Then in the third period, the Blazers picked up steam as Mickey Turner started things off in the third period with a goal coming by an assist from Mason Wade at 3:46. Shortly after, Blazer captain Kyler Moore found the back of the net with an unassisted goal at 5:55 to tie the game at 4-all. The Generals added two late goals to take the game 6-4, and they would hold on for your final. The Blazers had 38 shots on goal to the Generals' 32. Bellingham's Cody Foster started a net, saving 32 of 38 shots. On Saturday, both teams were back in action for the second game of their two-game weekend series. The game started out with a Eugene goal scored by Steven Soloway at 3:32. Eugene then added another goal at 8:43 scored by Matthew Walton. Bellingham, however, answered with a late period goal by Jaron Hall that was shorthanded and unassisted at 12:23 in the first period. The first frame ended with a Eugene score of 2-1. Period 2 started off with a Zach Johnson goal at 5:41. Bellingham Blazer Mason Wade answered that goal with an unassisted goal at 12:02 to shorten the deficit to just 3-2 Eugene. Eugene then pulled away as they added one more goal scored by Hunter Hartman, and that would be enough as the Blazers fell to the Generals 4-2. Robert McDonald got the start in net for the Blazers, stopping 24 of 28 shots. Generals tender Gabriel Mayer E. Turan picked up the win for Eugene. The Blazers currently have a 1-3-1 record and are 4th in the Northern Pacific Hockey League. The Blazers will take on division-leading West Sound Warriors this Saturday at the Sportsplex for their home opener. The Blazers and Warriors met in their inaugural game, the first game of the season, where the Warriors handed the Blazers their first loss. The Warriors are coming in at 5-1 and lead the Northern Pacific Hockey League. And in other news around the league, in last Friday's action, West Sound picked up a win against Vancouver 13-1 on Friday, and then followed it with a 10-2 win on Saturday. On Sunday, the expansion Tri-City Outlaws bested Vancouver 7-4. In other league news, former NORPAC player Cody Hess is currently playing pro hockey in the Czech Republic for HC Slovan. Hess played in the NORPAC from 2009 to 2011 with the Helena Bighorns and joined several other players from the Northern Pacific Hockey League playing in Europe. Coming your way next, we have an exclusive interview with Blazer captain and forward Kyler Moore. You're listening to the Bellingham Blazer Hockey Show. All right, I'm joined here with Kyler Moore, forward and captain for your Bellingham Blazers on the Bellingham Blazer Radio Show. Kyler, where's home for you, and where do you hang your hat?
Right now in Colorado.
Before the Blazers, what club were you with?
The Mountain State Renegades.
And was that a division or league similar to NORPAC?
It was a competitive hockey league, but it wasn't the junior league. So.
Okay. And so far, I know the season just got underway, but what's your favorite part of being a Blazer?
The community, actually. Good vibes from the community so far. So.
What's your favorite thing about Bellingham? Any features that you like?
Fishing. There's fishing around here. I'd love to fish.
Do you like to go to the lakes or some of the ocean?
So far, I've hit up a couple lakes and a few of the rivers before they closed. So hopefully I'll get to the ocean, hit up a boat, catch some big fish out there too.
Have you experienced any of the downtown scene at all, or ferries?
I've gotten to drive through it a few times, but I haven't gotten to really get to see it yet. Which hopefully with more home games coming, I'll get to.
And so, as a hockey player, I'm sure you're a hockey fan, so who's your favorite pro team?
I have to support my home team, Avalanche, but I always try and support one other team when I'm out. So far it's been Chicago. I've been pretty big on Chicago supporting their hockey team.
And then, so what are your thoughts on the current lockout? What side do you want to side with this?
I think both sides are kind of being immature about it. I mean, either way, they're going to get money out of the deal. I think it's just a matter of time before somebody realizes they're just being goofy about it. So.
And then how long have you been playing, the game for?
I got my first pair of ice skates when I was 5.
Okay.
And then I played roller hockey for about 4 years and then switched back to ice afterwards.
So what's your earliest hockey memory and what's your most memorable hockey memory?
Earliest hockey memory would probably have to be around 7. First time I played goalie in roller hockey. And then it was my Pee Wee year of hockey. My team went to state finals in Colorado and won. And kind of went into overtime and won that game. So it was definitely a vivid memory. So
it's good to have. And so what are your goals for the 2012-2013?
My personal goals for the team is make it to playoffs. I want to have this team show that we are a competitive junior hockey level team. And we feel like we are. There's a few things we've got to work out right now, but we feel like we're going to be there by the time the playoffs roll around.
And then how did you find yourself and find a spot here on the Blazers?
Actually, my friend's dad, who is the general manager of Lakeway Inn, his son's on the team with us. Both of them are. And he called me and he's like, "You want to play?" And of course, my heart set in stone for hockey. I was like, yeah, I do. Who doesn't want to play?
Right.
So I got the call, came up here and tried out for the weekend, and then got asked to play for the team. So it was pretty much like just a big win weekend for me.
And then for your career, what are your career goals for the game of hockey?
Take it as far as I can go. I mean, most players will probably just go college and then get a career out of college, but I enjoy hockey enough that I want to see how far I can take it before I settle down. Eventually you get to a point where like you agree to yourself that it's probably time, but until then I'm just going to keep going until I can't take it anymore.
Right on. Well, this has been your player interview on the Bellingham Blazer radio show with your captain, Kyler Moore. And that will do it for this week's episode of the Bellingham Blazer radio hockey show. Remember, the Blazers will face off this weekend, Saturday night, in their home opener versus the division-leading West Sound Warriors. Should be a good game this weekend. Lots of action down at the Sportsplex. Tickets are $6 for adults, $4 for students. We'll also have our merchandise stand open so you can represent Blazer hockey. Again, thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your week.